thing as a modest Bentley. Despite the fact that the new Ford 2019 Bentayga V8 is $30,000 more affordable than its W12 control kin, the twin-turbo V8's $165,000 window sticker still puts it well into the more elite class of expensive extravagance vehicles. Bentley is reluctant to look at the two renditions of the Bentayga. What parent needs to set kin against each other? However, frames the V8 version as a to some degree sportier contrasting option to the pedal-to-the-metal, glamour, and allure W12. We should analyze that line of thinking. In the engine of the Bentayga V8 is a 4.0-liter turbocharged motor that offers the greater part of its bits with the most recent Porsche Panamera and Cayenne turbo. The motor is particularly tuned for use in this new application, with a one-of-a-kind sound mark and a cooling bundle that Bentley says will keep it running easily even notwithstanding the biggest betray sand ridges on the planet. The V8's pinnacle of 568 pound-feet of torque hits beneath 2,000 RPM and stays precisely there until the point at 4,500, with a strength pinnacle of 542 at 6,000. From in the driver's seat, the Bentayga's V8 motor feels somewhat higher hung than the easy W12. Rather than moment torque, there's a solid surge of energy that manufactures pleasantly until the point that it nears its 7,000 RPM red line, the most elevated rev utmost of any motor the brand has ever introduced in a traveler vehicle. On the off chance that such a peaky sounding motor appears to be ambiguous with the goal of an extravagance SUV, simply realize that there's a lot of stock accessible whenever the driver chooses to push a red-bottomed Louboutin into the rich cover. It's only somewhat less than what'd be accessible if the need arises from the W12, however there's insufficient of an inconsistency to extremely matter. The V8 is somewhat less cheerful to 60 than the W12 4.4 seconds versus 4.1 and, with its 180 mph top speed, it's a negligible 7 mph slower at the best end, as well. Along these lines, that doesn't generally bolster the possibility of energy. Neither too does the V8 handle any uniquely in contrast to the W12. There's just around 100 pounds isolating the two vehicles, with the new V8 release tipping the scales at 5,264 pounds. Also, since just 50% of that weight funds is focused over the front hub, there isn't any genuine change to the Bentayga's driving progression or controlling feel. This shouldn't imply that the Bentley Bentayga V8 doesn't drive well. It simply doesn't drive uniquely in contrast to its all the more effective, more costly kin. One hand, that is something worth being thankful for. The W12's driving progression are brilliant, however on the other, we'd love to disclose to you that the V8 adaptation felt lighter on its feet. Regardless, all the characteristic capacity of Bentley's cutting-edge electronic skeleton control frameworks mean the V8 is similarly on a par with the W12 when driving out and about, or often. Or on the other hand on snow and ice, as should be obvious in the video beneath. Stick around after the ice driving chauffeur nearer takes a gander at the inside and outside highlights of the most recent Bentley SUV.